once you're on the bike, you know, you can't help but help each other, and there's all different abilities here, so it's going to be good.
I've had the highest mountains, I've had the deepest river. You can have it all, but now keep moving. I'll take it in, but don't look down. 'Cause I'm on top of the world, eh? I'm on top of the world, eh? Waiting on this for a while now, paying my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to smile, eh? Been holding it in for a while, eh? Take me with me if I can. Been dreaming of this since a child. I'm on top of the world.
I've sent them out on their ride. Go for it, boys, enjoy it. If my surgeon saw me getting on a bicycle, he'd have a fit. He's just repaired me and put me back together. So the last thing I need to do is fall off a bike. My great mate Bill Beaumont's out there going for it. He's got, just cheats, got a battery on his bike. But anyway, I'd have a bigger battery if I was doing it, and 3 wheels. Now they all set off. Bradley Wiggins leading the field, and some guys have come over from Australia. It's a mixed bag, and it's great to have a response like that. So he did very well last night at the local pub. They raised over $5 grand for us. So these things are worth doing, and it makes you feel better anyway to give something back.
I'm really enjoying cycling at the moment. I had 4 years where I didn't cycle at all. So it's quite nice to be able to do things like this now and do it for the pleasure and for a really good cause as well, and to link up with Ian and his charity.
So I'm coming down a hill out of Cobham, and I'm absolutely on the limit, pedalling as fast as I can, top gear, big cog, absolutely as fast as I can possibly go, and who should come past me doing puppy dogs but Brad. Amazing to watch. It's so graceful to watch an absolute legend who knows how to cycle. It's great that these proper sporting legends give up their time for this kind of thing, and they're just such nice people. It's great fun to chat to Brad, Bill and Beefy. It's great fun, and great bunch cycling, great bunch of lads. I loved it. It's really enjoyed the whole day.
Yeah, 40 years of working on this. We've decided, I think, that we'll still keep an eye on certain things, but the foundation as it stands now, I think we're going to play it down. We will be winding down the foundation.
Centre of attention this morning as Ian Botham and his entourage have set out on the next stage of his marathon walk across the country for charity. He's walking from John O'Groats to Land's End in aid of leukemia research.
There must have been about 20,000 people, and people, I can assure you, weren't slow in putting their hands in the pockets.
Back home, a legendary former England cricketer, Sir Ian Botham, has embarked on an 8-day walk dubbed Walking the Rainbow Nation.
Cricket legend Sir Ian Botham completed his latest charity walk yesterday, raising thousands more for leukemia research.
One man who has been part of the journey is England cricket legend and Laureate Academy member Ian Botham.
He started walking for charity in 1985. Now, 15 walks later, Botham has raised more than 250 million rand for leukemia and lymphoma research.
Botham had set himself the incredible challenge of walking over 160 miles across the island in just 8 days, raising funds for the Laureate Sport for Good Foundation.
And Ian has shown the same determination in his charity work for leukemia and lymphoma research as he did on the cricket.
Ian is just extraordinary. When I fish with him a lot, and he fishes exactly like he walks. I mean, he fishes like a lunatic. He just goes down the river.
The Englishman has travelled to the island countless times over the past decade, raising funds and contributing to a number of charity projects post-tsunami.
When that first walk took place, only 20% of children with leukemia would survive. Today, more than 90% survived the most common form of childhood leukemia.
We've got all the boys out there, Glenn McGrath, Shane Warne, some of the biggest names in the world of cricket, and they've all turned out. It's fantastic.
Now, when you go through a children's ward, normally you can see people who are obviously ill, they're in traction, there's tubes sticking out of them. But there's 4 lads just inside the doors I walked through, are playing one of those board games, sat around a table. They said, tell me, these lads just visiting or relations? He said, no, sadly, they've got leukemia. I said, what? I had no idea what leukemia was. He explained to me that in layman terms, it's cancer of the blood. And sure enough, within 2 weeks of that, they'd all passed away. the end of the day, it's about raising awareness. And we were actually blown away with actually with the amount of people who did turn up just to come and see 8 idiots playing golf, to be honest. Yeah. So thank you all very, very much.
Feeling strong? Strong as.
If I could see him, I would love to meet him as well. To shake his hand and say thanks.
Beefy, you're a legend on the field and you're a legend off it. Thank you so much.
Ian Botham for services to charity and to cricket.
Thank you, Beefy, for helping me beat leukemia and for allowing me to live all of my dreams.
Well, 40 years ago, coming up, we took on the walk from John O'Groats to Land's End. My geography wasn't great because I didn't realise it was 400 miles from John O'Groats to the border, and then from the border down to Land's End was the best part of 600 miles. So we took on a 1,000-mile walk. We did that, and what we achieved with that was putting leukemia research, as it was in those days, on the map. And consequently, the results have been magnificent. The research, which was where we put the money, has gone and been used extremely well. And we built that little research centre outside Glasgow, which is now a lot bigger and is one of the leading blood disease research centres anywhere around the world. Everyone goes, what was the best moment of the walks and what, etc., etc. Do you know, I think the two things that I will always remember is I dipped my toes in at John O'Groats in the ocean, in the harbour there, and then I did exactly the same when we got down to Land's End. And I think that moment at Land's End where we realised we'd done it, we took it on, we'd raised over £1 million just through the buckets because there was no PayPal in those days. So it's hard to top something like that. I wouldn't have been able to do it without the springboard of what I'd achieved in cricket. So that was used very wisely, and it's changed a lot of lives for a lot of people.
Yeah, brilliant. Right.
Well, this is comfort, isn't it? I think just fantastic. You know, the effort that everybody's put in, and sort of the people that will benefit from it, sort of makes you feel a bit humble, really. So, you know, congratulations to Beefy and all the crew in putting it together. I think his first walk, I went on that, did a leg with him then. Arnie Sidebottom was the cricketer that joined us on that walk that day. So yeah, I've known Beefy a long time. And then we did Question of Sport for a long time together, yeah. But whenever he's wanted something, or vice versa, if I'm running an event, then Beefy will always help me out, and so that's why I'm here. That's what mates are about.
I never know when to throw the towel in. It's always been, I always wanted to keep on bowling, I always wanted to keep on batting. You know, if I go fishing, I want to keep fishing. You know, everything's, turn it into a challenge, I suppose. But that's what keeps me going, and that's what motivates me. Well, the 40 years of charities, where we obviously started off with leukemia. Yeah, we do Batten's disease on top of the leukemia. Batten's disease is a horrible disease. There is no cure. And what's very frustrating is that the people that make the decision about where the drugs go in the national health, they decided in their infinite wisdom that they will not supply the NHS with any form of those drugs for those kids to have a chance of living into their teens. Who gave them the permission to act as God? I don't know, but they need to rethink that. You had a child, would you just sit there and watch them die? I don't think so. Also, we diabetes type 1 and North Yorkshire Brain Tumour Society. So we spread it, but if anyone else has come, we put an incubator into a hospital in Belfast for very premature children. So we're open to suggestions, yeah, it's been a great trip.
Beefys Foundation has been absolutely fantastic in supporting a number of charities, but the one that I'm particularly involved in is the BDFA, which stands for Batten Disease Family Association. It's the #1 paediatric neurodegenerative disease in the country. My son had it, and he was born seemingly normal, lost his ability to walk, talk, see and eat, and died aged 12. And Beefys Foundation, Ian Botham, have very kindly supported what is a small charity in being able to provide more support to the families in the country and help with getting some more research. So we're eternally grateful to Beefys Foundation. Thank you for all that you have done for the Batten Disease Family Association.
2012 was a year to remember. So I was helping Sarah on the walk in 2012 and Nick was working as a physio assistant. And yeah, that was that in 2012 in Manchester. We first met there. And in 2013 we did the walk in Sri Lanka, got engaged in front of everyone, all the crew. Got married in 2014, which was the first Beefy wedding, and then we had our first child in 2020, a boy called Ben, named after Ben Stokes, and our second son Charlie was born in 2020. So yeah, it's all Beefy's fault. Pretty much.
So how old were you when you came on the walk?
I was 8 years old, out of Gloucester, being treated in Gloucester for leukemia, and yeah, Beefy was coming through Gloucester,
yeah.
And I was nominated to go and spend some time with him on the walk, and ended up doing that walk that day, and
yeah,
then he kept inviting me back.
Yeah.
And
you
so,
were a cute kid.
Oh, well, I don't know about that.
You were.
So, you know, for me, Beefy was always an idol, just from on the cricket ground, everything. So the fact that, you know, I had the opportunity to meet him and then effectively be part of the family, you know, it was with Kath and all the kids and all the rest of it. It was just amazing, but ended up doing 7 full days.
Yeah.
And Beefy carried me for 10 miles one day because my legs hurt so much. He's doing a marathon every day at about 5.5 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And I was just in awe of this machine that kept going and going and going.
Yeah, obviously the walks have had to, well, the fundraising's had to evolve with the times. And, you know, Sarah's done incredible jobs with the organisation, you know, did a lot of moving parts. Back in 2008, I was doing the walk, doing the physio, and I was running around the streets carrying a bucket, collecting money. And now everything's all digital, it's online, you know, lots of people signing up. You've just got to move with the times, but it's incredible to be part of.
Yeah, and I think just to echo that, the fact that the foundation supports so many worthy charities, the 4 charities. So it's evolved since we did the leukemia and lymphoma, and it's just incredible to see those charities being supported as the charity and as the foundation has evolved over the years.
And as soon as he said his name, he said to me, you won't remember me, or do you not remember me? And he told me his name, and immediately I visualised this little boy of 8 who's absolutely gorgeous, and I remember everything. But of course, now this is the proof of everything, isn't it? He's been cured from his leukemia, and he's up, and he's now a grown man, and that's what it's all about. That's what it's always been about.
And back then, when I was treated, it was probably a 20% success rate.
Yes, it was.
You know, and now we're into the mid-90s, which is just phenomenal for the amount.
And most of that is down to Ian and his walks and the publicity.
And I remember when I was in hospital, I remember kids that just didn't come back to the ward.
Oh, gosh.
And it was only when you realise later,
Yeah.
you know, lots of people say, you know, my parents and the nurses say they've gone on holiday or they've been moved to a different hospital.
Oh.
You realise at a later date when you can understand it that actually they died and they didn't survive. So what Beefy has done, and what it's not just Beefy, it's the family, there's a massive squad behind, but he is the pillar and the forefront of what drives it.
Absolutely.
Has been magnificent. It's been amazing.
Yeah.
And a pleasure to be part of.
It's what an amazing charity, all the amazing causes he's raised money for. 40 years on, you know, raised millions of pounds, and what an inspiration. You know, saved, you know, lots of lives with all the research that money's funded. Yeah, incredible.
People often ask me how much it has been raised. We've raised a lot of money, millions upon millions. I don't know, there is no exact figure because everything's rolling on, like the pub last night and there's the bike riding now, so it's never a fixed stage thing. But I would suggest that from what I've been told, that we're probably £50+ million we've raised. But I don't think there's an exact figure. The public have responded brilliantly over the years. They've got behind us and they've supported us. It's been a great trip. I say mainly family orientated. One way or another, everyone's pitched in, friends, fellow sportsmen, musicians, everybody out there that's come along and joined us. Thank you all very, very much, and hopefully we'll all catch up again.
Hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm, there's a golden sky and the sweet silver